Hello legends and welcome back to another Escape from Tarkov video. Today we're going to be talking about the easiest way this wipe to make some money and get some loot in Escape from Tarkov. I just want to say quickly, I hope you all had a great Christmas and a great new year. I hope all your aspirations and dreams come true for this year. Speaking of goals and dreams, I'm looking to grow as much as I can on all my social media, especially here on the YouTube. I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, as I would love to hit 1k subs this year. It would really mean a lot. Thanks for your support. Right, let's get into the video. Today I will be showing you my easiest way of making money and grabbing some loot in Escape from Tarkov this wipe so far. This has worked a lot for me. Everybody has their own ways of doing things. This is just my way of doing it. There's two maps we're going to be looking at today only, and that is Customs and Shoreline. Customs is a very underrated map in general for scav runs. Very good items for your hideout, your task items, just general loot for making money. But this wipe in particular, with the new Christmas stuff added to the game, the Christmas areas is where we're going to focus the most. And if you're not sure what this is, on certain parts of every map, there's a Christmas area with Christmas loot around the Christmas trees. This is all part of the new event, Tarkov. I hope I'm saying that right. Escape from Tarkov have added this wipe. There's also Santa sleigh locations, where Santa sleigh has allegedly crashed somewhere on the map. You can actually loot his sleigh and get some pretty good loot off it. This is huge, this wipe, as Streets of Tarkov, as we all know, is not performing well at the moment, and it has taken 10 to 15 minutes to get into the game alone. Whereas Customs and Shoreline, I'm finding them getting in pretty quick and good performance and being able to get out fast also. I'm going to start off with Customs just to show you my scav run and show you what I've been doing this wipe to make some rubles. As you can see, I'm sitting on 14 mil at the moment with 6 junk boxes full of loot. And the stuff I'm keeping are stuff for the hideout, which needs to be found in red this wipe, and quest items to hand in for the future. With Flea Locked especially, it's pretty hard to sell stuff knowing that these will be worth a lot of money. Right, so we spawn in. This is the usual spawn I get, to be fair. I usually spawn here at Smuggler's Boat, which is pretty good for what we want to do. We want to run straight up the hill here towards the arms. First I hit this body here. Then you come to this Christmas tree area. This is the Christmas tree area I was talking about. Now, sometimes it may be looted. You can get unlucky. But you generally want to check around the Christmas tree on the ground. You want to check here on the ledges for salads and pickles, which are actually going for a few rubles right now. I think salads are going for 90k plus. You want to make sure and hit all the presents and check thoroughly, as a Bitcoin can sit deep into the presents, which I have found out before. Okay, so not much here at the moment. This will happen. This is just the realism of this game. And this is just me being realistic. I could show you raids that I've just got good loot and say, oh, it's amazing every time, but that isn't realistic. Some raids you will have not got anything. So the next step we do then, once we loot here, we move to dorms straight away. As in 2-story and 3-story, there's a Christmas tree. So we go into the bottom of the 3rd story and we check this Christmas tree here. We seem to be getting pretty unlucky right now. So we check the snowman also. Nothing around the snowman. We switch across here to the 2nd story. So as you can see, 2nd story, we have a gift. We have a teapot. We have a purple ornament. Yeah, that was pretty good. And as you can see, if those 3 spots that we just checked all had loot on them, you'd be full within the first 1 minute of being in the scav raid. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move to the next spot, which is the new gas area. Now, there is more Christmas spots around this map. I do tend to stay away from those, as there is more than likely PMCs doing quests in those areas. This is all about being a passive player, getting those rubles and getting out fast. You don't want to waste too much time in your scav run. You want to get in and out, get that money, get back on your PMC and get quested. Okay, so now we come to the new gas area. See here, we're going to upgrade our backpack, which is nice. So what you want to do is check around the snowman. Not on the snowman right now. Into the Christmas tree, and we have a clock. And that's it so far. Now, there is a few little spots you can check while you're here. Like this body spawn, for example, tends to have good stuff on it sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't, as you can see. With blue armor. Combo. A few weapon parts here and there. Like, just make sure to check out these spots. These spots here can have duffel bags on them on the couches. Could be an item here on the ashtray. And check the weapon box before you leave. The cash registers do have rubles in them, but never much really. As you can see, 1,000 rubles. So 2,000 rubles there in total. Like, I mean, it all adds up. Why not take it if they're there? We are heading towards factory far corner here. I think a lot of people call this building green screen. So let's check this out. We have military base extract, so we can take that. So you want to run over here to the front, to the snowman. He has a vase. We'll take that vase all day. Then you want to check out the Christmas tree. There's pickles on the Christmas tree. Nice. And while you're here, I tend to check these two buildings, or these two rooms either side, as they can have quite good loot on them. So there's two PCs here. SSD, which you need for your hideout and questing. And a PSU for your hideout. And a fuel conditioner, which you need for a task item. Green battery. Make sure to check these rooms thoroughly for duffel bags, toolboxes, you name it. Fire steel, which we do need for a cap item, that is pretty huge. There's also a med box or med bag hidden here sometimes. Also underneath in these cabinets there can be some useful items, weapon parts, stuff for your hideout, etc. Herring, which does sell, and you also need that for a trade for your refrigerator, Jaeger. Right, okay, so that's pretty much everything looted in the last like 2-3 minutes. Yeah, this is what we've got. We should be able to extract pretty safely. Then on your way out, just before the extract at military base, you have 2 duffel bags that you can check out. You also get a half mask. Like, you get things like that for your tasks and trades and hideout, etc. As you can see, a couple of minutes in the raid, easy rubles, easy task items, and out safely. That is the route I encourage everybody to take every single time when doing your scavenger on custom. Now, you won't always get that spawn, but you know, you get the general idea. I do try and think about some sort of task that we can make a progression on when doing ruble runs, especially early wipe, because you don't want to go in just about making rubles in the game. You do want to be productive and try and get some tasks done along with making rubles at the same time. Only thing I will say is playing customs a lot this wipe has led me to buying a lot of junk boxes, because there's a lot of stuff you have to keep for your hideout, stuff I know that will sell on the fleet when the fleet is unlocked, and task items, etc. It's pretty hard to leave stuff behind. As you can see here, we got some task items, we got some easy rubles. There's a few bits here and there that we can sell and that we can keep. But if you do choose to sell everything, you'll make a lot more money a lot quicker by doing that. Because I've been playing this game in a while, I know what I need and what's hard to get and what's easy to get. I tend to keep some things for hideouts and for hand in for some tasks. And if you are playing this wipe, I do want to hear from you in the comment section below. If you are enjoying the wipe or not, as I am really enjoying this wipe. I feel that locking the flea and making the hideout items found in raid is making the player base play a lot more early wipe, which is the best part of the game in my opinion. Okay, so we get a spawn at Ruaf. When you spawn here, you do usually get enough time to get across to the Christmas tree. Now for this particular spawn, I'd run through here at construction and check up here for a armor repair kit. No armor repair kit, we move on. Also an armor repair kit can spawn at Ruaf, but we didn't see one there, so now it's quite possible you run into a fight here early on, as people will be crossing from Big Red side of the map, which is across the bridge. So you don't want to dilly-dally. You do want to get over here and loot it ASAP and get out. So we have a scav figurine off the rip. We have a jar of pickles. We have a fleece, which we do need for our hideout. We have our body spawn. Just giving us some M855 ammo, which is always good to take early wipe. Okay, now we head towards the dorms area. And as I said, it is a thorough look. It's pretty quick. You don't want to be wasting time there, as people can creep up behind you. And on audio this wipe, you don't want to spend too much time in one location. Speaking of this wipe, I feel like that's the only problem I've been having this wipe so far. Mainly, there is bugs, and there's a few bugs here and there that will annoy people, but there's a setup gamer, GG. Yeah, as I was saying, I feel like the only problem I've been having this wipe mainly is the audio. Another set of gamers here. Okay, we need to be careful. As we're at the Christmas tree, take my milk, get my scav figurine from the snowman. And honestly, I know that this guy has a shotgun, more than likely a set of gamer. He ain't gonna move. He wants my push, so I am not gonna play into his hands. I'm gonna move away to the second story and continue my looting. Do what we gotta do. Sometimes in Tarkov you need to learn not to, you know, ego too much. As we see, got a gift here, the Christmas tree, a purple ornament. Yeah, not too bad. But yeah, sometimes in Tarkov, don't let your ego get the better of you. Know when to take those little wins, when to take fights, when to not take fights, in my opinion. Okay, so we're gonna push over to New Gas now. I'll leave the setup gamer behind and let them do their thing. Do take care for Rashad and these guards here when you're pushing in. Try and get your ass. Right, so we have a cat and a vodka at the snowman. Push in, we get a pink ornament, get another cat, get another scav figurine, we hit the duffel bag, get Bastion, pistol needed for the quest, and some weapon attachments. Okay, now we're gonna head towards green screen. Okay, as we get the green screen, I don't see anything on the snowman. Oh, I tell a lie, we got a Rolex. Nothing on the Christmas tree. We are getting pretty full, so I'm not gonna... I'm not gonna check absolutely everywhere. I will check up here the PCs. Apps needed for our hideout and quest. I feel like everywhere you loot in customs, you get something that's needed for a hideout, or your task items, or that's good money, nearly every time. As you can see, we're completely full at the moment, and these are pretty much nearly everything we need for make money, for hideout items, task items, so we don't want to mess around too much. Obviously take care for rats here when you're leaving, but the snow here tends to be a lot less ratting, which is great. Do take care just in case. And out we go. I do want to show you sleigh spots when doing these Rouble runs on these maps. Sometimes they're not necessary. When you know you're full, you're full. You need to not get too greedy and get out. That's the main object of this, I feel. Sometimes we get too greedy, take too much and loot too much. And that ends in us making nothing in the end. So I'd rather get out with a nice bit of loot rather than continue to loot and have a possibility of not getting out of raid at all. And as you can see from our ruble count here, we've made nearly 2 million rubles, 1 scav raid, 1 PMC raid, which took less than 10 minutes for both, which is pretty amazing considering I didn't sell all my items. I kept some for the hideout, I kept some for my task items, and we progressed towards our task. Okay, so let's get back on our PMC run to customs. I am going to show you Santa's sleigh area. Okay, this is an absolutely perfect spawn from what I want to do. Really quickly, I'm going to show you, this is the snowman area and the Christmas tree area. We have a scav figurine, condensed milk. Yeah, but just over here to the side, on the corner of the blue fence, this is our Santa sleigh that I was talking about. Careful, there's no one camping this area. But this is the area, there is loose loot on the ground. Stay away from the fire. Don't get burned like I just did. You can pick up the sugar, the scav figurines, the mayo, stuff like that. And we want to check the Santa sleigh itself. Make sure you're crouched behind when you're looting. As you can see, this is looted already. There is armors, weapons, ammo, weapon attachments, you name it, in this usually. But as you can see, it was looted. And the scavs are fighting back here towards this area, so our guy should be back here somewhere. And he's GG's. Speed up the process and not go in right after raid and hope that it's not looted every time. I'm going to show you a clip from my stream just to show you of an example of what you can get from the sleigh. I would say bring a backpack if you do intend on making some money. In this raid I didn't intend on stopping at the sleigh. All I decided to stop there at that moment in time. But do bring a bag. As you can see, plenty of guns and ammos and armors and stuff that I can't take because my bag is nearly full already. Bring a decent sized bag if you plan on doing this. You can see I'm picking up the items around the sleigh as well, which are pretty good. On the other side of the sleigh, ornaments. Then we hit the Christmas tree and the snowman. This is the perfect time to plug the stream. If you do want to head over to the purple app, drop a follow over there as well. We are live there nearly every day around 1 PM GMT usually, so I'd love to see you over there. I'm gonna go head over to Shoreline, try to show you loot run there as well. I have made a video on this one of these locations on Shoreline in the past. It is amazing for loot and hideout items and making some money. Okay, so we have spawned near road to customs. So just from the radar tower, I'm gonna head over here towards the gap in the rocks. We did hear somebody. The Santa sleigh is here, right here, between the gap of the rocks. Yep, we heard somebody, alright. We can loot him in a second. For now, I'm gonna show you. Fucking spawn in here, so we have a backpack. Looks like he's looted a bit of it already. There's food spawns. As you can always take. We have a pistol. We have a DPO, we have an MP5, we have an SV98. So don't bring the mechanism, learn from my mistakes. I'm gonna take that AUG, I'm gonna take the MP5. Yeah, that's not too bad. But we're gonna head over towards that military area. This area I have made a video on before, but it is one of the most underrated spots in any map in the game, as I said before, because it has great loot. It's not usually PMC heavy, it's not usually scav heavy, and there's an extract down here, road to customs, and there's an extract up just behind it, which is the vehicle extract, so it's pretty easy to get in and out. The more you look around, the more you're going to find on this map, really. So Christmas tree is inside in the first building, and it has a loot lord on it, which we do need. Scissors, I think we need that for hideout. We have a weapon attachment. A few bits on the tables, make sure to take all the tables, the beds, shelves, etc, etc. Hideout heaven. If you're looking for stuff for your hideout, this is where you need to go. Bullbecks, screwdrivers, etc. The tables on the outside have stuff in them. Now there's a scav, and that is Punisher done. I was just about to say there is a scav dead on the ground there, which isn't a good sign. But yeah, we took care of that. He still has some pretty okay stuff on him, and yeah, I think we've done pretty good there. Some nice loot, a short space of time. We got a quest done. But yeah, as I said, come here, check all the tables, check the boxes, check absolutely everywhere, because you actually wouldn't know what you would find. Sometimes you can find GPUs, tank batteries, car batteries, very big and important stuff, you know. There is our vehicle extract that we do want to get to. You can crawl underneath here. I do want to show you before we go. You can check in these locations here. There is good loot here sometimes on the tables and stuff. Up here, inside here, at the power area, and as you can see here, there's loot on the ground. Hose, toolboxes, cap items, you name it. Right, okie dokie. So we're gonna leave that there. We're full. No more time wasting. Over the box. Yeah, I would say the Shoreline one is a bit more riskier, because if you don't get a good spawn, you are running all the way across the map trying to get to here. You are probably better off resetting and hoping you get a good spawn eventually. Whereas the customs one, you're pretty much guaranteed to get loot no matter where you go, and you can avoid the high active areas a lot easier than you can Shoreline. But yeah, those are my Rouble runs this wipe and Escape from Tarkov, Gavin PMC, customs and Shoreline. If you did enjoy the video, please do like and subscribe, as it helps me grow. I really want to hit 1k subs this year. That would really mean a lot to me. I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Much love and take care.